For Blake, can you just talk about how you're feeling right now headed into this matchup, and also what you see out of Georgia's defensive line? You've obviously been in physical games before, but what it's going to take specifically against them to be able to win that matchup.
I feel great. I feel like my ankle is finally back. I feel like I have, my cutting ability, my speed, my top end speed, my burst. I feel like I have all of that back. Georgia's pretty stout. They're a stout defense. They have a good front seven. We just got to continue doing what we do. There's no need to change anything. We've had a wonderful year. Our offensive line has done great. Our tight ends have done great. Our receivers, everyone's done great. So just continuing to prepare and watching film on them and just keep going.
All right, next question, Bob Wojnowski. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, for any of the players, I'm curious of your take on the Georgia defense, and it's been branded as one of the most dominant of all time in physicality and everything else. And you guys have shown your own level of physicality. Are you kind of interested to see what it's all about, what they're all about, and how your guys' physicality matches up with theirs?
I'll take one too. I'll take it. Like you just said, they're a dominant defense, but we ourselves have a really good offense, and physicality is the brand of football we play here. That's just the motto we have on this offense is we call it PSP, which is physical, smart, precise. And as you see, the first word is physical. That's just how we play football here. That's what we want to do. That's what we instill into our guys. And that's just how it's going to be in this game. Of course, it's going to be one of those physical games. And it's going to come down to, the most dominant side of the ball winning. And that's how we're attacking this game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next question for Rainer Saban. Go ahead, Rainer.
Yes, for all three of you, can you guys talk about the evolution of Josh Gaddis, and especially how he's kind of embraced also the use of the tight ends and the offense? He just talked about that.
Yeah, no, I think we've just been able to grow our room so much. Obviously, just guys that we can do so much. And Coach Gaddis has done a great job with getting us all involved and so many different ways to attack defenses. So it's been a pleasure to play for him, and we just accept anything he asks us to do. So it's been fun.
Okay, next question from John Neo. Go ahead, John.
It is for really all three of you, I guess. Of all of Hassan's runs this year, I just wondering if you've got a favorite highlight that sort of sums up his ability or what he's all about.
My favorite run that Hassan did this year was probably the Nebraska run where he jumped dude running full stride. I thought that showed it, his explosion, the speed that he got. That was probably one of my favorites.
I like all the hurdles in general. Anytime he's going over somebody, I think everybody gets excited for that.
Definitely. I feel like you could just look at Hassan's runs and just, be amazed by all of the hurdles and whatnot. But what can't go unnoticed is when he looks stopped in the backfield and he's still pushing and gets those 2-3 extra yards that we need for a first down. Mm-hmm. The good looking plays are always fun to look at as highlights, but the real eye for football will never let those plays go unnoticed.
Okay, next question, Ralph Russo. Go ahead, Ralph.
Good morning, guys. I guess I'll direct this to Mike, but feel free if the other two want to jump in here. Georgia's has 12 games of film where it gave up almost nothing and 1 game of film where it got sliced apart. Does it help at all when you start breaking down film to see them actually have a bad game? Does it give you any kind of, maybe schematically or just confidence to see them having breakdowns as opposed to 12 weeks of just mashing people?
I would just say that regardless, even if they didn't, if last game didn't go that way for them, I feel like however we looked at it, we would just find ways, through film, find different ways to expose open areas of the field, find ways to, create good runs in the run game. Coach Gaddis does a great job coming up with game plans for us. Mm-hmm. And we do a great job ourselves of believing in the game plan and just sticking to doing what we do really good on our offense. But yeah, no, I guess it definitely helps. Just, seeing that a team that kind of has a style of offense that we have as well, going in there and doing what they did. I wouldn't say we didn't need them to do that, but, just looking at the film, we understand, where they can be attacked, and we're just going to do, our best job to keep attacking those areas.
Yeah, and off of that, I mean, we're just all excited for the opportunity too. I think the past few weeks we've all really gotten into it and have stayed excited. So we're excited for this opportunity that they're giving us.
Definitely.
Okay, next question is for David Hale. Go ahead, David.
Hey, I guess this is mostly for Mike, but I guess any of you guys could answer. I'm curious, when you first start working with Cade as a QB, did it take some getting used to see that sort of release point that he has and his mechanics in throwing the ball? And has there been any times during the year where you've thought, like, how did he get the ball out with like so much traffic around him, because he does sort of vary that sort of sidearm delivery and keep plays alive that way?
Cade might not be as mobile as A-Rod, but sometimes I call him, like, I joke around with him, I call him like baby A-Rod, just because, the way he moves around in the pocket. Yeah, he does a great job of, working in the off season, whether that's, ball placement, delivery, whatever it is. Since we both came in together our freshman year of 2019, I've always had a connection with Cade, and it continues to grow and get stronger on and off the field. So I feel like Cade's doing a great job for us right now.
Yeah, he's definitely separated himself from others just with what you're saying with the arm angles and everything. I think it's pretty special if a quarterback can do that. So yeah, he's definitely separated himself by being able to have those different angles, and watching it after in film is like, yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, another thing is he's a field general. Like, he runs our offense, so he makes make sure everyone's straight and all of that. So he's the leader of the offense, so he's great.
And next question is from Dennis Dodd. Go ahead, Dennis.
Okay. Hey, for any of you guys, how would you describe this offense, in that you guys pride yourselves on being physical, and yet some of the metrics shows, you guys are as explosive as any team out there in certain categories?
I feel like we're a complete offense. I feel like we're physical, we're elusive. We can run up the middle, run to the outside. We can throw deep balls, throw short screens. We can do everything. I feel like Coach Gaddis comes up with great plans, great ways to get everyone the ball, and no one's selfish. Everyone wants each other to eat, and we play for each other. And when you do that, great things happen. So I feel like we're just a great offense that can do everything.
Definitely. I feel like the physicality or the explosiveness comes after the physicality, in terms of, the O-line creating holes for guys like Blake, Hassan, Donovan, tight ends as well, a part of the blocking, and then receivers is blocking downfield to help the explosive plays continue. And then that just, that leads into the pass game. Physical allows Cade, the physicality of the offensive line allows Cade to have time back there in the pocket. Clean pockets allows him to have 7-on-7 vision, deliver balls the way he wants to. And then just, that's just how we like to do it, just physical.
The next question is from Ryan Zook. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, this is for all you guys. What do you guys do the night before a game to prepare? And does that change at all when the stakes get higher, especially for a game like this?
I mean, like, are you asking like as a team or like person?
Personally.
Oh, I mean, for me, I mean, I stay the same. You know, I like chilling. I like maybe watching a movie or listening to some music. Really just zoning in, thinking about what I'm gonna do the next day. And really just getting my mind right. And I mean, that's what I kind of do before a game.
Yeah. For myself, I say I do the same thing. It doesn't matter what the game is. I like to joke around a lot. So whether that's on game day or whether that's on Monday, that's just who I am. I'm gonna joke around with you. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna just bring good energy, good vibes, make sure everybody's energy is real high. That's how I like to do it. And you know, I just before bed, I do envision plays or, you know, picture what I'm gonna do in certain moments when my number gets called, and just making sure that I am locked in. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep it cool. That's how I like.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same as these guys. Just the night before, taking my mind off of things and just being around everybody too. I love. Usually we'll have a movie as a team or something together. So I think being with everybody before can help alleviate any kind of stress or anything you have before, and then when the time comes, everybody locks in.
All right, last question for student athletes. David Hale, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, I still have my hand up from before. I'm all good.
Oh, okay. All right. Ralph, do you still have you have another question, Ralph?
Yeah, you know, I'll take the shot, actually. Yeah. Luke, you mentioned, Josh had mentioned about using the tight ends. That's the most important thing in this offense. Do you know, I guess the best way I can ask this is it harder to throw to the tight ends? In other words, like scheming to get tight ends open, teaching quarterbacks to find the tight ends because they tend to be in the middle of the field. Is there something about getting the ball to the tight end that takes a little extra expertise?
Honestly, no. I think, and that just goes to our abilities, our athleticism, and I think just because we can move so well, and again, Coach Gaddis does a great job with that game planning with the quarterbacks, and I think it's as similar as receivers, just kind of being able to get us open, and we can make that happen because of how well we play and how and our abilities too. So, yeah.